Hello guys, here we have Hold My Throttle plug and play electronic cruise control for the first gen KTM Adventure 390 and 390X. So I'll show you what's there in the kit before we start installing it. So you get the main control module, then you get the switch control which has the LED indicator which hits on your handlebar, and then you have the wiring harness which is required. So the main wiring harness constitutes of the one which connects to your OBD port, which is under your seat, the red color one, and one more is the throttle position sensor. The cable is tucked it, under this part, so this Y part goes and connects to those cables, and then the connection is done. So we'll start by removing all the parts which are required to access the connector over here. So yeah, let's start. So most of the tools which you need to install are already available in your kit. We would need some Allen keys and a few spanners here and there. The details will be there in the manual, as well as I'll be telling you at each and every step. So usually you would have a number plate over here. You can use the M4 Allen key to remove the number plate. And there's one more screw. I'll just show you one second. This is the M3 Allen. Once you do that, this comes off. So the next step is to access this part. We would remove these, and these parts so that we can access the connector which is hidden inside this part. So and this part just uh, lifts up over, I guess. So next is the display screw. We'll use the 3 Allen key. And we have one more tucked in over there. So once you remove the three screws, one on the other side, and one more this small one, the display will just swivel over here. You can leave it hanging. There's no issue. The next step is to remove this and headlight mount. So that's just snaps over there. So we just need to unsnap it. Use a little bit of force. So next is the use the 5 Allen key to remove these two bolts. This one and this one. So next is removing this part that is coming in the middle. So those are just snap bolts. So there would be any Allen key. We just need to loosen them and snap them out. You can use the regular Allen key to remove these two bolts. Yeah, now once these are off, we'll just pull this one out. You would have one indicator wire which would be connected, which you would need to remove before that comes out completely. So once the plastic part is out, this is the throttle position sensor. We would just unplug those and we'll connect our main hold my throttle harness over there. So this is the hold my throttle harness. So this is the connectors which connects to your throttle position sensor. We would just unplug these one and connect these at those places. These are the exact same connectors which are used there. So all these connectors have a lock. So you should be able to see once they were like locked up over here. So once connected, you can place back the connector back over there. The extra wiring part will tuck in under here, and you can pass the entire wiring harness through the space. So whatever we had to remove the entire headlight part is now done. We'll just tidy up the cables and put back everything over here. So once the throttle position sensor connector is connected, we have passed it down onto here. This will connect to your hold my throttle module. This one will connect to your switch, and the lengthy wire which you see, will connect to the OBD port which is there. So we would just route it under the tank to take the cable to the back over there. So through this entire process, you don't need to remove the entire headlight unit or the fuel tank. There are ways to pass the cable until the OBD port. So the main module will sit uh, under the neck of this part. So we have taken the OBD cable through this path, and this will just connect to the switch, which will come from the handlebar up over there. So we have taken the OBD cable under this panel. You don't need to remove it. And once you have everything, this is the red OBD port. You just unplug those and plug in the hold my throttle OBD cable there. So this is additional one more connector which we have given. So through the OBD port, we get the data of the front brake to cancel your cruise control, but not the rear one. So for people who wants to have a rear one, so we will be giving out a separate connector which will connect to the brake light connector. So you can use those and it will just plug in right here so that you can also cancel your cruise control using the rear brake as well. So we'll now connect the main module. You'll hear a click sound once it's done. So before we put back everything, we'll just do a small test to check if everything connection is all right. So we'll just connect the switch. So we have connected the main module over here. So before putting back everything, we'll just test if everything is working. So once you put the ignition on, and the kill switch should be on. So you would see this animation, and the yellow would be blinking. It is just waiting for if the clutch and brake sensors are working fine. So once you press the clutch and brake once, this light should go away, and the light will come back on when the engine is on. Yeah. So you can engage the cruise control above second gear, above 30 kilometers per hour. You just need to press the set button once. The yellow light would turn on and you're set, good to go. You can cancel the cruise control using your clutch, brake. So for the button, these uses the 2.5 Allen key, or the Allen key, you'll find it in the box itself. Installing the switch over here, the wiring will follow these cables, and under this it will come up until here. Install the switch here. The wire follows these cables, and it will go onto the other side from this cavity. Now we will just connect this to the Hold My Throttle harness. We have installed the switch control over here. The wiring follows these existing cables. From here, you would pass it on to the other side, and then we'll just connect the switch connector over there. So now everything is just connected. We'll just tuck it up, everything inside. So you can pass a zip tie through this hole, and we'll pass it from this one. We'll just push the module inside and we'll lock it with a zip tie.